are some reasons that why people hate Twilight series so much. Number 1. Sparkling vampires. That's right. Vampires do not sparkle. Did Dracula sparkle? No. Did any of the vampires from Dusk Till Dawn sparkle? No. Then what the hell gives them the right to sparkle? It's not that attractive either. It makes your skin look as if it's covered in cornflakes. Did they ever think that they were hurting Bella's eyes? No, they didn't. They only thought about themselves. W. What could have made this better? Let's think. How maybe if the vampires didn't sparkle, if they were just cold, undead bodies that sucked blood and were burned by the sun, that may have fared better. It's great that the author Stephanie Meyer wanted to add a new fun thing. But this was just awful. Number 2. Are the werewolves exactly werewolves? Seeing that Stephanie Meyer has already messed up with the vampires by making them sparkle, I was actually hoping that she would spare the werewolves. But Stephanie Meyer messed up with the werewolves too. Very efficiently showing that she has either not studied or hasn't paid any attention to the folk rules of being a vampire or a werewolf. Dear Stephanie Meyer, let me remind you, if you might have forgotten the rules, which is very clear seeing what you have done. Just like vampires aren't supposed to sparkle, werewolves aren't supposed to turn into wolves at their own will. They are supposed to painfully convert into wolves on full moon nights, irrespective of their willingness. Besides, real werewolves don't remember anything post-conversion. They become complete wild animals, and may I say, they can rip people petting them apart. What could have made it better? Seeing how important it is in Twilight for werewolves to remember everything for the story to move forward, Stephanie Meyer should have called her werewolf shapeshifters instead, since they exhibit all the characteristics of being shapeshifters instead of deadly werewolves. Number 3. The Cullens live in a glass house. Does no one think that this kind of contradicts the fact that sunlight hurts a vampire's skin? A glass house is a perfect way to let loads of sunlight in. Also, considering that the Cullens live at such a place where absolutely no sunlight reaches is stupid, because the glass house is surrounded by heavy and thick trees. So, obviously, how lots of sunlight does reach the glass house. Meyer's attempt to make the Cullens look rich has heavily contradicted her. What could have made this look better? This only possible solution to this serious blunder is if the Cullens were made to live in a solid brick house without any windows to allow any sunlight in their house, instead of a glass house. Last but not least, vampires having babies. Here's an award-winning question for you. If vampires are dead, why is their sperm alive and potent? I mean, it only took one time for Edward to impregnate Bella. And the way it happened. Oh my God, how is it possible for Bella to carry a little vampire baby? I have no clue, and they say that the baby tore her apart. It sucked the life out of her literally. She died. Granted, she became a vampire herself, but still. So, what could have made this better? If the pregnancy never happened, if Bella and Edward found a small vampire child to adopt, there are always children being turned into vampires, if you remember from the movie clips. Or they could have worked on their relationship together and did whatever vampires do.